Welcome back, folks, to Fishing Planet. Today we're talking about the money and XP farming at Kaiji no Rei. So, a few things. I will show exactly how to do this in the video, and I will show every fish that I caught in 1 hour. Just so that is a very clear and upfront to people, but there's a few things that we need to go over before we get into this. First thing, this is going to get much better, I can assure you guys. So, if you guys don't remember when the map came out, everybody was thinking, oh, now perch are way better. The ocean map is not very good for money and XP. And I said that probably would change, and it's definitely looking at it. So, like it. So, if you look in the background, I got on this morning did a 1 hour really quick because I have not paid attention to the XP. I realized very quickly the money has been getting better and better every time they've come here. But this was me doing 1 hour this morning, so about 600,000 XP and $1.3 million in 1 hour. Now, I didn't expect it to be that good, so I didn't record that part, but I got another hour for you. I'm going to show you guys here in a little bit. A few things here that I am going to talk about real quick in the very beginning here. If you guys don't know, on the top right hand of the screen, the time spent is how long you fished. Okay, so I want to show you guys this. One thing to note too, guys, is I was not catching $1 million per hour when I first got here. Level 90 gear and the practice has helped a lot. So, but I am getting quicker and quicker. I can assure you down the road, we're going to look at $1 million and laugh at this probably, or 1.3, and we're going to think we're going to do way better. Another thing we need to talk about here quick is max drag, while wasn't really worth it on the now perch, in my opinion, because it only saved you 10 seconds or so, at Kaiji no Die, it can help you. Now, depends. As you can see here, me and Jason, as you can see there, the third person on the list, we use the same tackle, the same gear. We're both level 90, and we both use similar lures and stuff. And obviously, fishing together, we were in a boat together. And you can see that I did not use any drag. He did. He did, in fact, catch more. Now, with that being said, he also burnt up 13 reels when he did that. So, as you can see, one reel, quite expensive. So, one thing you need to know about Kaiji no Rei right now is the way the reels are. You can max drag and burn up a whole reel if you want to catch a quick fish quick, but in the process of doing that, you're losing some money. Now, I don't want to dwell on reel mechanics too much because they've already changed it. We've had 3 different reel mechanics in a year now. So, we have to probably figure that might change again. With that being said, why is max drag more effective here than it was on now perch or pretty much anywhere in the game? One is the fight times. You are fighting more these fish a little bit longer. Also, you always have a fish on the other rod. You have 3 rods out. There's always one out. That is why it's more effective instead of being like now perch, where it only saves you 10 to 20 seconds. And then also another thing you have to understand about this is the more max drag is, you're going to catch more fish in max P, but you're going to not get as much money. So it seems to be a trade-off between XP and money. Either you're going to want money, don't max drag. If you're going to want XP, go ahead and use max drag on fish when they get close enough or where you feel comfortable. Personally, I've been doing it at about 50 feet, or depends, even on little fish, I'll do it right away. Now that I've kind of gotten a feel for what works for me here. Now, that's just me. That doesn't mean it'll work for everybody the same way. Now I will show you guys the big hour again here in a little bit and how I did it. But first, again, just so you guys can see what I'm talking about, this is another test we kind of did where I used no max drag. Jason down there in the third slot used max drag. He did catch more fish, but however, he made less money because he had to repair all his reels. Now, that's the trade-off that I talked about. And as you can see on the time spent, for some reason, it starts at midnight. It means we fish an hour and 2 minutes, guys. Also worth noting, just to prove another point here, Kath and Ian, who you guys know, good fishermen. Uh, but at level 86, his first time here, he was not able to catch as much fish. So keep that in mind when you first go there. You're going to struggle a little bit till you get the right gear and experience. Now, this here, as you can see on the screen here, is my second run. This was not as good nearly as my first one. As you can see, my biggest fish was only a unique big eye. But you could still get the point here, guys. It was, even though it does say 1 hour, 10 minutes, you'll see in the timestamps that I was AFK for 10 minutes taking a phone call. So I think it was like 8:12 to 8:22 or something. Nothing I could do about that, guys. Limited on time today. But that being said, you can see this is pretty effective. Now, one other thing about this, guys, is this is going to get quicker. I cannot stress this enough. This is not going to be as good as it gets. I can assure you, if you focus Marlin, which I didn't even get a unique Marlin on this run. I wasn't targeting Marlin. I just went and fished. I drove around in a circle and fished. That's what I did. That this is going to get better. And, you know, and also one other thing about this is it's a little less grindy. Now, with that being said, for most people, unless you're trying to unlock something, money and XP farming are an outdated thing. So I probably won't focus too much on this down the road because I feel like missions and catching all the fish are a much better way to actually do your level ups and grind, and make money. One thing worth noting as well, now that the boats don't drag right up to the fish on a perch currently as you're watching this video, the XP is a little bit slower on them. Not a whole lot, but it is a little bit slower. And actually, too, I find fishing an hour here versus the Congo, because it's new and there's all different types of fish that you can get, feels quite a bit less grindy to me. But again, you have to figure out what max drag you want to use, if at all any, because I feel if you're already here, you probably don't need levels. You probably would like the extra cash. Now I know people are going to compare the old now perch, like this one in the background, this 30 million XP that I did get in that week. That was when the boats dragged to the fish. Now the boats don't move nearly as easy, and I don't think this would be as easy to do now. Just to compare, because we've been doing the tournament, I am recording this earlier in the week. We've been doing the tournament, but our friend Jason has stayed at Kaiji no Die, and you can see he is #1 on the leaderboards, even over the now perch right now. So that is a good comparison. You can see right now he hasn't been catching now perch. Been at Kaiji no Die, that he is on top of the leaderboard right now. So congrats to him too on that. Good work. Now I'm going to quickly show you what I did for my leveling hour there and money making hour. We are just using trolling casting rods. The best setup you can do, the better it's going to be. And we just use plugs with squid chain. Honestly, doesn't seem like on plugs colors matter too much. I've seen pretty much everything work here, guys. But So what we're going to do here is we're at the money mile at the top of the map. If you want the coordinates where I'm at right now, you can pause the video for them. All right, but it doesn't necessarily matter. I did a video about how to target fish and also how to troll, and that's basically what I'm doing. This is another really good spot along this side here. Anywhere you see the water go from deep to shallow generally are going to be good spots. But if I were going to go for $2 million an hour, I would target marlin. You know, if I was targeting only money and XP, I would do marlin. Now, what I did is I just found fish on my radar, and like I talked about in the trolling video, if you haven't seen it, please go watch it. There's a reason I did that before I did this video. Is I just go in a circle, cast out my rods 50 feet behind me, and then that is where you see all the fish come from. Now, if it slows down, or too many, or maybe you get a bunch of uniques. Let's say you get the marlin, the yellowfin, and the big eye unique, or whatever may be here at the time, whatever you're catching. You may want to advance time to be able to get another unique because you're going to only catch one of them right now in a spot. So if I catch a unique yellowfin here, I will not be able to catch it again. At least right now it seems like an hour real time. That's, I think, the quickest I've caught them so far. And there's one trophy, one unique of each species. So you just go around, you look for stuff, and then don't hesitate to use nights. The nights are not bad here. I've been playing around trying a bunch of different stuff. I've been trying different poles. In fact, I tried using Nile chasers. As you can see, I've spent some money here lately trying to test some stuff out, and this seems to be the best way so far. I'm sure in a few weeks or 3 weeks, I'll definitely figure out how to get more XP than this. But like I said, I may not focus on it too much, guys. There's no reason to get past level 90, and there is no reason to have more than, $50 million. So not a whole lot of reason to money and XP farm here unless you're trying to reach 90. So anyway, hopefully this helps you out, guys. You guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time, folks.